Yo, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? I'm back with another video. I know I've been slowing down with the videos, but I've just been so busy with this the course and teaching people. It kind of takes up a lot of my time, but I'm trying to upload 3 videos a week. This is gonna be the second one now. I'm planning on releasing the third one at the end of this week. But I have a nice, beautiful breakdown on GBJPY, which I broke down for everybody in the mentorship group. By the way, if you haven't yet, and if you have any questions you guys want to join, please DM me on Instagram. I'm gonna pop it up right here, and we can get started. So when it came down to GBJPY, right, and this trade was beautiful, right? There's so many confluences to it. So we come down here, right, and last week we kind of just ranged in GJ, right? Really clear range right in here, bouncing off support and resistances. When you go down to the daily time frame, right, or actually the weekly, we're gonna go as far back as the weekly. When we're going back to the weekly, I'm going to show you the weekly candle before this week even started, right? So it's going to be right here. I had predicted, right? Since we've been bullish since like the very end of January, I'm going to show you guys down here. We've been bullish since the end of January, okay? So we've been bullish since the end of January, and if you look up here, we had a strong rejection to the upside on the weekly time frame last week, right? So I'm like, you know what? A correction should be coming. Some type of bearish candle should be coming. I don't know when it's going to be, but I feel like we could finally get our rejection, and it could be our retest of these areas right here. If you see, price broke out of this range that we had down here, right? This area support and resistance, and now I was expecting a pullback down to those areas. So going down to the 4 hour, it seemed like we finally changed structure to then take those shorts, right? Because after we ranged, we dropped down, created a lower low, bounced off support and resistance up. I'm spoiling it, and we retested, right? So I'm looking for a retest of that. As you guys know, I trade market structure, confluence trading. So after we pulled back, I wanted a bullish move, which I got to then retest this area of support and resistance. Okay, never hovering under the SMAs. So it was a beautiful trade. There was simple, quick price action on the 5 minute, along with RSI divergence. You know, we had a change in the structure right here, right? We had our engulfs. We entered right on this price action signal right here and targeted not just the 4 hour lows, right? Not just the 4 hour lows. We targeted the weekly lows down here. Okay. My stop loss was actually 17 pips, so it was around there. It was around there. So yeah, it was a beautiful trade. So I'm going to show you guys what happened, right? This is a trade in which I actually think we had multiple entries, right? This is a trade which I took very early. Our trade was somewhere in here and it's very early, so I was skeptical of taking the trade. I don't usually take trades at 1 a.m. I trade prime time London, 3 a.m. and then on forward. So then we start to range, we reject the area again. So I'm really confident, right? I'm actually really confident. I set another position in here, which ended up getting taking out break even, but the original position had won. So we pull back, we come up, and this is where that position got taken out break even because after we pushed down in here, I went break even. And then we kept on ranging. We kept on ranging, we ranged, and then we're actually gonna eventually get the big drop, right? I kind of want to explain to you guys to take profit, right? So why did we it froze a second. So why did we take profit at those areas, right? Well, because that was the next area of found support and resistance, right? I'm always going to take profit. I'm always going to take profit. Just as we said, I'm always going to take profit where price has a chance of rejecting, right? If price has a chance of rejecting there, then that's probably where I want to take profit. I don't want to swing it, wait for longer. Hopefully it breaks out. Wrong way to trade, right? Take my profits, and GJ took about 5 times my risk, which is actually 4.8 times my risk, but I probably just set the position wrong since I was like, that was the last night. So that was my breakdown. GVGPY sent to all students in the chat or in the academy. And I'm going to kind of show you guys what I have for tonight, right? I'm going to make it really quick. I don't want this to be a long video. I kind of want to just be a nice breakdown. So for GVGPY, if you really look, right, we're kind of on a downtrend, right? The 4 hour, the past 2 days have continued to make not only new equal lows or new lows, we also making lower highs, right? So I feel like this bearish move isn't done yet. Only way I would take a bearish move is if this lower high holds up, we push down, create a lower low, retest that previous area support and resistance and a market structure area, and then continue to drop down. If not, I would need a complete break of structure probably, and then that's a completely different trade for probably a completely different night. So that's how I'm viewing GBJPY. Structure is in our favor to go short, continue to go short, but remember the weekly is is at this key area. So there could be potential rejection, right? Especially with the daily being on the daily time, on the uptrend, right? And technically, we've been rejecting the fib level cleanly. So that's why I'm saying if we do break that fib level, if we do break that support and resistance, I do think the trend's going to eventually change. But you can't ignore the daily, right? We're gonna have to be really cautious with this trade because the daily is showing major resistance at this huge supply and demand area over here, right? So 4 hours gonna have to give me a breaking structure to validate the higher time frame trend. But if we do have more breaks of structure on the lower time frames, I'm probably gonna aim to take shorts around 160.493. So that's my breakdown of GBP GPY. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm back to being consistent. I'm sorry. Again, follow me on Instagram to watch the journey. And if you're if you're interested in one-on-one mentorship, I help everybody at all levels, at all different ages. So email me at boom alex.romero@rocketmail.com or on Instagram, which I'll pop up. So thank you guys for watching, and